Hey there, Libra. Libra, happy February. May you all have had a restful weekend and may you all feel a beautiful resurgence of energies as we are still in the embrace of this beautiful Leo full moon. I am recording this Monday, February 2nd. All right, so let's see. I wanted to tell you something. Before I started this reading, I had, as I do sometimes with some signs, a song playing in my head as I was meditating. And it's one that I haven't thought of in a while, heard in forever probably. The Dolly Parton song, 9 to 5. And I thought about you guys and how it might pertain to you, but I couldn't figure it out. I was like, what? Are they just all working really hard? I know nobody works 9 to 5 anymore. I know either people work crazy long hours, odd night shifts, work lately for people. Setting that boundary has been sometimes difficult for people, but here's the thing. This is the part of the song that was striking me as resonant for you. Ready? All right. They let you dream just to watch them shatter. You're just a step on the boss man's ladder, but you've got dreams he'll never take away. In the same boat with a lot of your friends, waiting for the day your ship will come in and the tide's gonna turn and it's all gonna roll your way. I never think about that particular verse, right? I think we all just hear the old tumble out of bed and I stumble to the kitchen. Yeah. We all do that. Many of us do. But here's the thing. Your ship is coming in. Your ships are coming in. I feel many of you have been working really hard for a very long time on your relationships, your work-life balance, on setting boundaries, on healing. And here's the thing. You're like, what? When is justice, right? Your card. When does justice come in for you, right? And I'm here to tell you that justice is coming. Justice is coming. Your ships will be rolling in. I apologize for that noise. I'm shutting it off. So yeah, as I start this reading, my intention is to do a love check-in for you, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. But let's see what comes out. Right now, I've hit the nail on the target here with the season, February 7th through March 19th. So we're in winter. Many of us, okay? It's more about the dates. You or the person on your mind, actually, I think it's you. I believe you, whatever gender you associate with, remember this. This is a drama-free zone and a gender-free zone. That's what I call it now. Divine feminine, regardless of your gender. You are currently in that energy, and I felt that. You've been healing, you've been working on yourself. Divine feminines always lead the way, okay? You're someone who's compassionate, loving, beautiful, like you embody life, right? There's a softness about you. You are understanding and compassionate. You have insight, empathy. You believe in creation. Maybe you are a creative individual, like the creative muscle of yours always needs to be doing something, making something, building something. Maybe you are a mom, animal moms, furry baby moms, that counts. You are in a period of restoration and acceptance. You are you're learning how to be a receiver, okay? Now, you have been in a relationship with someone who's a runner, and that runner was triggered by whatever you mirrored back to them, okay? Some of you may have been dealing with what we call twin flames. I'm not going to get into it too heavy right now, but It is possible, okay? If you resonate with that, sure. Regardless, this relationship triggered a lot of woundings in both of you, as those relationships are meant to do, right? But what did you learn from it? This beautiful, beautiful act of forgiveness. Libras, you have learned how to forgive both yourself and the people that have wronged you. And here's the thing that I'm feeling really strongly, your upbringing, people that have hurt you in your past, you have learned how to forgive them, because I believe that if this is your message, you've been working really hard to understand what those triggers were that happened with this runner, with this relationship with a potential runner, right? And you've healed the chasing wound. The chasing card has not come out. Instead, you've been working on yourself. There's a distance between the two of you, sure, physical, emotional, mental, maybe even energetic. Maybe you've cut that tie so much that you've really learned how to focus on yourself, glowing up. This is the energy of the Queen of Wands. I love it. So you're focusing on your inner and outer well-being. And we have sentimentality. Now, I don't know if this is you or the person that was the runner, right? Someone's feeling, excuse me a second. Hi there, Libras. I am so sorry for the pause there. So some of you may be feeling nostalgic about the person on your mind, or the person on your mind from your past is feeling nostalgic about you. Now, very natural. Do not judge yourself for that, okay? So in terms of signs that Libra may be dealing with, let's get some more. So far we've had Capricorn. I did see Scorpio pop up earlier, okay. What else, Spirit? Any other signs that my Libras, okay. Libra's energy. Let's see what's going on. Oh, past life connection. All right, I'm telling you, this relationship was sent to you, teach you something about yourself. You're really thinking about them, and you are trying to follow your intuition. We have, oh my goodness, we have inner turmoil. I don't know if you're feeling the inner turmoil. Or if they triggered inner turmoil within you. Maybe you're dealing with an Aries. There's also some sort of regret in this. I don't think you're feeling the regret, guys. Okay, so we have sentimentality coming out again. Some repeat cards. Capricorn, Scorpio, and as I may have mentioned earlier, inner child healing. This relationship was meant to help you grow. This inner turmoil that you felt, right? That possible soul fragmentation that ensued was a result of not so much the relationship, right? But your past. So something that happened within the relationship triggered those same woundings, right? That you need to deal with, so that you can recall those pieces of your soul that have been wounded so much that, yeah, that you've kind of tried to move past them, but were unable to. And Spirit doesn't want you to. Spirit wants you to heal. Okay. Now you're in the process of reinventing yourself, perhaps. Ooh, what is this card? Okay. So again, I think I said it before, but you might have been dealing with an Aries, maybe a Capricorn. I did see Scorpio earlier when I split the deck, and quite a few cards. Spirit is saying that you are someone who is visionary, right? Intuitive. So many cards right now. I'm like, I gotta get them all out. Ooh, I did say Scorpio, right? Scorpio came out. I know I split the deck and I saw it, but it did come out this time. Now, they triggered within you. Both of you, I think, have gone through this dark nights of the soul. I'm going to say nights because it's so rarely just one night, one like pristine night. well, not pristine night, one hellish night, I would say. It's many nights. As you heal, that is natural. As you awaken spirituality within you, that is natural. Now, could be, as I said, a past life connection. You're working through some past life issues. You're still thinking about them. I do see that with the naughty thoughts and the sentimentality card. Maybe there was a lot of hate between you guys. Distance again. And yep, there is an element of regret. I don't think it's coming from you. I think that's your person. Now, Spirit has asked me to pull some cards for you from the Sacred Woundings deck. Now, I had already pulled these actually, and I'm gonna see if they come out again. But the ones that had come out earlier for you, I lost the recording, were this one, which was inner peace obstruction. So in order to regain inner peace, you had to go within. I know that you've been doing a lot of work on yourself, and identity crisis. Those came out already. So we're gonna see what comes out. It's just from this deck again. Let's see. So Sacred Woundings that Libra was meant to work on, or has been working on as a result of this connection. So you might have had some root chakra blockage. What is this one? Emotional repression. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Yes. Guys, quite a few woundings here. So we have, and never take that in a bad way, everyone's got woundings, shadow work being needed. So let me read this to you. Shows up as recurring emotional triggers. Yes. Unresolved conflict or behaviors that feel out of alignment. They may manifest as unexplained anger, fear, shame, or self-criticism, revealing hidden parts of you that need to be seen, healed, and integrated. 100%. When people heal, that doesn't mean it's like a magic wand, right? And you will never be triggered again. It means you are more able to handle your triggers, all right? So before the shadow comes and takes over, you recognize that it might come out, and you consciously are able to make a choice. Do I let my shadow self run the show, or do I integrate that lesson that my shadow is trying to teach me and act in a more appropriate manner of your choosing? Okay? So the first one that came out actually was the root chakra blockage. Now, you've been working on, I like this, because if you've been working on this, this is a good sign that this reading is for you. Now, before, perhaps you felt chronic fear or anxiety or a lack of stability in yourself, right? We've been talking about inner peace, and also in your own environment. It left you feeling ungrounded and disconnected from your sense of safety. It may have manifested in struggles with finances, physical health, or feeling out of place in your own life. Yes. So that, if that resonates, this reading is for you. Some of you needed to address, or still need to address, some sort of emotional repression. It showed up as difficulty expressing or acknowledging your emotions, leading to numbness, frustration, or outbursts. They may have manifested as suppressed feelings, avoiding pain, avoidance tendencies, or feeling vulnerable. Maybe this resonates. I feel like it does for at least some of you. Now, could have been a result of something from your childhood, a neglected, like a wound of being neglected, okay? Yeah. Difficulty trusting others may manifest as chronic self-neglect, trouble expressing needs, right? or overgiving in relationships, often rooted in emotional or physical neglect during your childhood. All right, and this is interesting. I've never gotten this card before, so I'm going to read it. A humiliation wound shows up as deep shame or self-criticism, fear of exposure, often leading to avoidance. Avoidance has come out quite a bit. Avoidance of things that make you feel uncomfortable, or avoidance of situations where you have to express your needs and boundaries, all right? It may manifest as self-sabotage, perfectionism, or overcompensating. Overcompensating to what? Let's see, hold on. Overcompensating to avoid embarrassment, rooted in past experiences or failure of rejection. Yeah, this is definitely a childhood wound for some of you. And the last two here, and I'm just gonna click that. Could be dealing with some sort of social justice wounds. I mean, given where we're at in this world, in this country, it's no doubt that the social justice wound has been triggered in all of us, okay? There's a lot of social injustice around us. And that, unless we find ways to express it and actually act, those feelings don't just go away. They're within our bodies, right? So it's really important, if you are someone who cares about others, right? Or if you are someone who's seen others be impacted, and who hasn't, by our current climate, literal, but also political and economic, and okay, you know what? Societal, okay? If you have not found a way yet to be involved in your community, this is strongly suggesting that that is a step that will help you as a Libra, all right? As a Libra who cares about justice, feel more at ease. You can't hide it. You can't hide it. If you feel an injustice, you are innately triggered. It's part of being a Libra. You know what? I'm going to check and I'll let you know in my comments, but I feel I have some Libra tendencies myself. So, no, it's not a bad thing. So I'm going to check my chart and let you know later. Others of you, or maybe many of you, are dealing with victimhood mindset. My goodness. I saw this card in the Pop of Love deck, right? I pulled it out earlier. It said mindset. Feeling like a victim. I forgot what the actual card was, but I assumed that it was your person. Could also have been you. Now, don't take it unless it resonates, okay? Shows up as a tendency to see yourself as powerless or controlled by outside forces. Yep. That social justice, right? When you feel powerless about doing something, you feel like you're a victim of the world, of your circumstances. Absolutely important. You've been working on a lot of things. And I think that's very powerful, and it helps you find alignment within yourself, balance within yourself. And as a result, if you are indeed searching and desiring companionship, partnership, love, it will help you align with someone who actually resonates on your level, vibrates at the same energetic field. So someone who believes in what you believe in and acts how you act, or understands, at least, is able to put themselves in your shoes and respect you. Okay, so I'm not going to go further into these woundings. I just wanted to see what it is you may have been working on. And if those woundings, if any of those woundings resonate, this message is meant for you. Now, let's see. Let's get to the romance, huh? Let's get to the love, if there is love still, okay? So Spirit, how are my Libras feeling towards their person? And what are Libra's intentions towards their person at this time? Oh, Knight of Pentacles. The person on your mind. Oh, man. Yeah, okay. You know, there's a lot of cups here, guys. There's a lot of cups. There's Page of Cups, so the love is there. There's Knight of Cups. Yeah, you really feel a romantic connection towards your person. And I did get that before. I think you want to extend some sort of loving offering. You want to go out on a date with them. You want to see what happens. But ultimately, with the Four of Cups and the Seven of Swords, right? It's telling me that you're still healing from maybe deception, maybe an element of betrayal, maybe some cheating was involved and it left you feeling rejected. We cannot go back to that place, right? You're not feeling too, it's like there's two sides of you still. You want to be in a space of pure love and romance, but you cannot. You're being held back. And so ultimately you're like, okay, Knight of Pentacles, I want to go really slow. You know, I'm not trying to win the 100-yard dash. I'm running a marathon. Knight of Pentacles, but I think that you're not over the past here. The Nine of Swords. So this message is for you. If you feel like the thought of moving towards your person gives you anxiety and stress and pain and regret and heartbreak and loss, like, I think ultimately the Knight of Pentacles is like saying, okay, my intentions are to move as slowly as possible towards my own destination. All right. So, all right, Libra, that's how you're feeling. A little bit of conflict, huh? Still. All right, so show me, Spirit, what was it that ensued between Libra and the person on their mind that led to this moment? Could have been some hot and cold. Ooh, okay. That's interesting. I see you as someone who wanted something very grounding, Queen of Pentacles, nurturing, like a family dynamic, a home dynamic, something stable, but maybe you were dealing with a Knight of Wands, someone who comes in and out. And when they're in, they come with a lot of passion, a lot of fire, a lot of creative energy, a lot of flow. Maybe you just, there were ups and downs, you know, there were ups and downs, and you're someone who doesn't want ups and downs. You want something lasting, something real, something something that you can count on. And so you were like, what the F am I doing? Eight of Swords. You're sitting there like, is my Knight of Wands coming back? And if not, why not? When are they going to come back? So you were in like a mental, you were imprisoned by the cycle, the cyclical nature of this dynamic. Okay, so that's likely what happened. And I'm just going to directly ask, because I have a feeling you're not in very good communication with them right now. What is the current status of this relationship? Yeah, Four of Cups. Not a great energy. Interesting. Were you dealing with someone who was very controlling? Yeah, I think you were, because we have the Eight of Swords again. Five of Pentacles. Okay. I mean, I am sure now that you, with the Five of Pentacles in the back there, the relationship was left out for the wolves to devour. I feel like I stole that from Wolfman, but I don't know if that's something he says. I don't know why that came into my head. This relationship was left out in the cold, and you felt like you were waiting. You were waiting for something to change, and it never did. And I really hope that, well, I don't know, maybe as you're waiting, I get this sense that some of you might have even been drinking. I don't know if it's because the word binge is in here, but yeah, maybe you were like trying to comfort yourself. The Four of Cups is this rejection feeling, right? This longing, this like, when is life gonna happen for me in my favor again? Some of those woundings are definitely ringing true right now, because I see you as someone who was left feeling like they were forced to wait for the breadcrumbs that this person was going to bring. The Eight of Swords coming out again. Now, it's already come out in your feelings, right? And so I know that the behavior of this Emperor could have been dealing with an Aries. Doesn't have to be. It's just someone, and I don't feel like this is an upright Emperor. I honestly feel in my heart that this is meant to be reversed. The shadow aspects of the Emperor, over rigidity, over control, like a tyrant, you know? And maybe even some of you, you know, I don't use this word, but I'm hearing gaslit. Some of you might have felt like, yeah, your needs, your chronically unmet needs were something that you were forced, but you weren't, right? Something that you were forced to tolerate, because this person might have tried to gaslight you into thinking that it was in your head. All right, it's not a great energy. Ultimately, I want you to know that you deserve better. You deserve better treatment if you don't already realize that. And I think most of you out there do realize it. And part of those woundings that I pulled out before, part of that is you working through those shadow aspects of your nature so that you can never go back to a situation with this person or anyone else where they leave you feeling Eight of Swords again, okay? Eight of Swords is in your control, okay? Nobody can dictate what your mind is working through, okay? Your mind has been, for some of you, was conditioned by that situation and by your childhood to accept something that you inherently don't deserve. You deserve much better treatment. So Spirit, how about this? Has Libra's person been, or the person on Libra's mind, I'm sorry, from their past, been growing and evolving and working on themselves? Okay, first card out is Six of Wands. Oh, they've been growing. Their ego has been growing is what I want to say to you. Yeah. No. You know, and I know why. I knew it before the cards came through. They have been driven by external boosts of confidence. Now, maybe things are going well. I hope you're not watching them on social media, because things are going well for them likely in their external environments, meaning like work. Maybe they're like posting things. I don't even think I should tell you, but like they're posting things that are showing that they're doing great. They're winning awards. They're, you know, out there just living life, and it's awesome. Their ego is being fed. And I know it's their ego because we have the devil. We have the devil. And we have the Hanged Man. I mean, they're not current. They're in... Spirit is asking them to please try to look at things from a different angle. Take a pause, reflect. Sure, fun employment. It means not, well, actually, this guy or this person has gone camping, right? Was trying to reconnect with nature, read a book, think about and look up at the stars and think about their inner world and greater things, you know, the meaning of your relationship, their own manifestations, like what they've created, the harm that they've created, but and it's really clear that there's been some sort of clarity. Ace of Swords, they're kind of there, but then the devil comes out. So the devil for them, I see as their ego. I see as their conditioned behavior. They probably are the type, because we did have the Emperor come out before, who reap a lot of confidence boost from how other people see them. And they feed that, you know. There's these two wolves inside of them. The wolf thing is heavy today in me. They see these, there's two wolves. Wow, I didn't even look at the smoke in here, inside of them. And they're feeding the shadow wolf at this point, instead of the one that is healing and integrated. So I don't see them as someone who has yet healed, but it's like they have a choice here. They do have a choice. And at this moment, they have chosen to not look within. Spirit, what is the likelihood that Libra's person will actually heal and come towards Libra in a healed manner, if you are looking for some sort of reunion? Pretty high. Queen of Cups. There's so much love. Oh, there's so much love there. And there's so much heartbreak. So they're avoiding this pain. That's what they've been trying to avoid. The Three of Swords. Yeah. There is deep love for you. So once they acknowledge that, then yes, they can start healing. What is the block that Libra's person is facing in their healing? And then we're going to switch over to you, because I don't want this reading to be about that person. What is the block? Clarity. Damn. Oh, this Emperor. Yeah, their own rigidity, their own, so they are a divine masculine. They were meant to be your divine masculine. They are, but they are unhealed, okay? And they may be living way too in the material realm, way too much in the material realm, unable to really look within. We have the Emperor, so they, again, are someone who is very strong-willed and a little bit dictatorial. The sun as a block, so they can't even see themselves clearly. I think it's like, wait, I really want to give you like a nice simile, but I can't. It's like, I can't even think of like a nice way to put this. They're looking at themselves through rose-colored glasses, really. They're like, I am so bright, I need to put on shades, otherwise my own reflection would, it's so bright it would burn me. Like, that's how I'm feeling it. And you know what? You absolutely deserve someone with more humility and a willingness to see themselves clearly. They need to take those shades off. Not that I'm asking like for them to get burned by the sun, but they need a good like long hard look at their true inner nature. That's what it is. And so Listen, Libra. Okay, Spirit, what is your advice for Libra? If they, and you truly love them, I can see that. I can see that. Oh, wow. This is a lot of advice. Like, you guys, thanks for the advice. Wow. Okay. So for those of you, for those of you who, I do see Aries strongly in this, who are still grieving, right? Still feeling this 5 of Cups energy over the Tower moment that, you know, led to the crumbling of your relationship. You have to battle through this 8 and 9 of Swords. This is heavy Swords energy. I'm not surprised you were an air sign, so you're overthinking it. But that will cease, right? Those sleepless nights, the endless over strategizing and nostalgia. You know, that sentimentality card that came out earlier. Now I see that it's you. It's at least both of you. But right now, Spirit is talking to you. That nostalgia, I think that you've taken it a step too far, is what Spirit's saying. You right now have this choice. You're at a juncture in your life, 2 of Wands, where you can continue to replay the past, right? Like a bad movie, like you're Netflix and chilling with the movie of that relationship that you had and the way it played out and what went wrong, what went right. Looking at old pictures, it's like my dad used to kind of, I mean, this is dating him, right? He has, I still have it, a slide projector, and like we would just, instead of Netflix, that's what we would do as a family, right? He would show all his slides. And actually, I kind of miss that now, but it was like, why are we looking at the same slides again over and over and over? And I think it gave him comfort. But here's the thing, you're doing it over a relationship that made you feel in some ways inferior and made you feel unrooted and ungrounded in your own reality. So you have a choice now with the 2 of Wands. You can go within, right? Call judgment. I think you're good at this, Aquarius. Use your Aquarius. I called you Aquarius. Maybe some of you are dealing with an Aquarius. Libra. I think you're good at this. Go within yourself. Call judgment on that past and be like, okay, I can do this. I am the Queen of Swords. I can make a fair, balanced decision and move forwards in my life. And I think that's what you will choose to do. That is Spirit's advice. Chariot. Time for you to ride your chariot, right? And work on relationships. Maybe you need some help and support. Some of you out there may need some supportive networking. It can come in the form of whoever you want, friends, family, maybe not always friends and family because they're biased, but you know, sometimes there are people out there that you can talk to. 3 of Pentacles as advice. Look for the helpers. I don't know why that came into my head, Spirit. But yeah, look for the people that you can count on. Look for the people that will help you keep this standing. And if I'm talking to you like there are no people, I understand, I've been there. Spirit is helping you. Look to your spirit guides. This is saying that it's time for you to learn how to work within the constructs of relationships that actually give and take on an equal and balanced level. I don't know if I phrased that right, but in an equal and balanced manner. My perfectionist tendency just came out there. That's the Virgo in me. All right, so Spirit, let's talk about new love for Libras, because they've been through a lot, and I'm just like, wait, they've been on this healing journey. They've been working through it. I am a firm believer, by the way, that it's not like you have to heal yourself to perfection and flawlessness, right? In order to attract a fair, balanced, honest, authentic, real, true relationship partner into your life. I think that we're human. We're not meant to be alone, right? Wow, really, like, I don't know why I felt like shouting that out. Some of you are probably out there thinking you have to wait until you're healed to have a relationship. Untrue. You just need to be able to, yeah. And there is someone coming. Oh yeah, so good. You just need to understand that you have triggers just like everybody. You have woundings just like everybody. What are those woundings? What are some of those woundings, at least, right? And how can you better access parts of your mind, right? I know you love like all things mental, so access aspects of your mind that allow you to, and that comes with practice, by the way, that allow you to behave in a manner in which your shadow self does not rule over your life. You conscientiously make the choice, right? So you're like, oh my God, this person just said XYZ. That reminds me of my whatever, mother, father, aunt, uncle, brother, sister, ex, childhood bully, whatever it is. Now, okay, that reminds me of that. So pause, right? Think about it and be like, well, the way I used to respond was by, I don't know, running, hiding, fighting, biting back, like tit for tat kind of thing. Instead of that, how about I don't say, hey, that's like the same way my blah, blah, blah used to treat me, right? To them, right? That'll only probably trigger them. But be like, okay, so I am going to Queen of Swords them. Now, that might mean you say, I can't have this conversation with you now. We both need a moment, I don't know, whatever that is, a day, I don't know, a week, an hour to think about it and then work through some sort of compromise where both of us feel respected and nobody comes out of that feeling neglected or disrespected. Oh, sorry. I just went off on you a little bit, but that was just something that I think Spirit really wanted me to share. Yes. When you, the answer to my new love question is yes. When you glow like the Queen of Wands, bright, shiny, I mean, we had glow up energy before, and I said that's Queen of Wands out there for you. You're working on this. When you're confident, when you're like, I am just going to exhibit an unabashed love for my good qualities, my creative qualities, when you know that Spirit's got your back. And Spirit, I see as this little cat right here. Spirit's got my back. I mean, I absolutely believe that right now, that full moon in Leo, that energy is something that Spirit is asking us all to tap into right now as we enter the year of the fire horse. I mean, not just horse, this is fire horse. Now, it's time for you to take accountability for your own life, to take the reins, right? On that Chariot, I mean, this is going to show you the horse. I mean, this is another Leo card right here. 6 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. Someone just as confident as you when you realize that you're in control of where your life is going on your Chariot, right? Someone as confident, as much of a believer in grounding relationships into something that can have legacy and longevity. Gosh, I'm like, I gotta catch my breath. Will come into your life, and you will know right away. You will recognize each other right away. Like means like meets like. Okay, 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands. Someone, maybe in the public eye even, but they will see you as this. They will not see you as meek. They will not see you as someone they can control, okay? They will see you as someone who is deserving of every bit of recognition and reward as possible. They will be like, oh, there's my Libra. I really want to build a life with them that leads to legacy. Okay, so, geez, this one's a long one. I don't know, my air signs lately, the messages are so long. No more of that. This, other people were asking, what is this deck? It is one of my favorites now. Shadow Light deck. Thank you, Wolfman, for introducing me to it. Okay. Let's get some advice for you. More advice. So Spirit, give my Libras some advice. Okay. Didn't want to come out. Give my Libras some advice for how they can best embody that Queen of Wands. Hell yeah, it's your time. It's your time. Spirit, what else do we have? Okay, that's it. Divine Feminine. It's time. It's your time to be that divine feminine. Learn how to nurture yourself first, okay? You are no longer, embrace happiness. I've been getting this happiness card a lot lately. Underlying everything that you do, does that make you happy, right? Does that make you happy, or does it make you feel needy? Does it make you feel a wave of emotions? No, right? Does it make you feel nurturing? Follow that. Follow the nurturing. Follow the nurturing aspect of life. Inner nurturing, okay? So once you do that, you know, your body will tell you when you're in a situation that makes you feel needy or led by emotion. Nothing wrong with emotions, right? But I want you to know that emotions are meant to be a barometer by which you can use what you detect around you, right, as part of a way to read your environment. Not the only way, but a part. So when something makes you feel needy, we'll go with needy first, right? It means that it didn't meet you where you're at. It means there might be breadcrumbing. It means, okay, I'm just going to say, it means your needs are being unmet. Now you have a choice right there to say, in a nice way, guys, in a nice way, I'd say in a Queen of Swords way, that what your needs are. And if that person cannot meet those needs, okay, respectfully part. Don't expect them to read your mind and automatically know what you need. eventually you will meet someone who's like that flow of communication is smooth. That's the one. That's the partner. And maybe it is someone from your past, but right now for many of you, I'm seeing that your past person has a lot to work through. For those of you who are seeking new love, I do believe there is new love coming towards you, and they will automatically recognize you as someone who is magnetic, and you will be both magnetized to each other. Okay, so this is obviously a really long reading. If you're still here, thank you so much. If you would like a personalized reading, I am offering 2 options at icanbecoaching.com under the services tab. One is a pre-recorded 3-question answer tarot. About, I think I say 20 minutes, but in general, they've all gone longer. The other is a Zoom session, and it is a integrated coaching and tarot session. All right, cheers, bye.